Lefties in Melbourne, our hometown,
Yes.
are finally getting a hammer thrown at them.
Yes, they are mad.
Yeah. Now, Melbourne is a shithole. And when I say shithole, it's actually a nice town. It's a nice city.
It is.
It's just full of lunatics.
Full of lefties.
Yeah, and it's mostly like the bureaucracy, like the people in charge are all rabid lefties. But there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, there is. Now, for all of you non-Australians, you may know Melbourne as the most locked down city in the world during the Coof.
Yeah, that's right. But this light at the end of the tunnel comes in the form of the new police commander. Well, I'm not sure if he's new, but I've never seen him before. Wayne Cheeseman.
I love that name, by the way.
So Wayne Cheeseman, right, as it turns out, is an ex-paramilitary stealth ranger commando.
Whoa, that's cool.
I made that up. I completely made that up.
I was going to say, what does that even do? What does that entail?
I just said the words sounded cool together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what his background is. He's probably just a cop. But he seems like the sort of cop, right?
That doesn't take shit?
Yeah, like his lieutenant is always mad at him. He's always telling him he's got a hand in his gun and badge, so he slinks back to his trailer on the beach to drink his sorrows away. You know, that kind of cop.
Oh, like Lethal Weapon?
He's got a black partner, etc., etc.
What's the version of Lethal Weapon where they make a parody out of
Loaded Gun.
that you love? Yeah, Loaded Gun.
Yeah.
Or even Starsky and Hutch.
So anyway...
He's like throwing chairs against the fucking wall.
Yeah. So anyway, there was another March for Australia in Melbourne over the weekend.
Yes, there was. Yeah.
So March for Australia is basically a protest where people say, we don't like this mass immigration stuff. We don't want it.
Yeah, look, it's a number of things. It's opposing the flag burning that's going around. It's a very patriotic march.
Yeah, but it's mostly mass immigration. Now, of course, there were the anti-racist counter-protesters.
Yeah, they're the ones saying if you have pride in Australia for some reason, if you want to proudly put your flag up, if you love the national anthem, then you must be a racist.
Yeah, you're a racist. So anyway, let's have a look. Let's go!
Protest violence has again erupted in our city as riot police and demonstrators went toe-to-toe on city streets. It came as anti-racism activists tried to confront an anti-immigration rally. Police say a number of officers were injured, describing protesters who threw rocks and bottles as cowards. More from Isabel Quinlan.
Flashbangs and pepper spray on Spring Street as police move in to keep opposing protesters apart.
Now, I must say, I do have mixed feelings on Victoria Police.
Okay.
These are the same cops who are firing rubber bullets at COVID protesters. Remember that? They're the same cops that arrested that fucking pregnant chick for, like, Facebooking she was going to go do a protest about COVID.
I wasn't breaking any laws by doing that.
You are actually. You are breaking all. That's why I'm arresting you in relation to...
How can you arrest her? That's... In front of my 2 children.
Yeah, but I do have some sympathy because they are directed by the government. They are directed by whoever's in power telling them what they have to do.
Yeah, and look, I think that people have had enough of these fucking lefty protesters. I mean, every weekend there's something to fucking bitch about. You know what I mean? It's always the current thing, and it's just getting annoying.
And they're always the ones who proclaim to be the peaceful ones.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that cause the most shit, the most violence.
Yeah, they cause the most violence. Now, conservatives or patriots or whatever you want to call them have had 2 fucking rallies, have had 2 protests, and it's too much for these lefties. It's too much. It's too far.
Yeah.
We've got to get out. We've got to chuck rocks and shit at them. It's bullshit.
It's war.
Yeah.
And some of their own become sitting targets.
Oh, that's the other thing. Did you see that burning effigy of the policeman?
Yeah.
The lefties are notoriously anti-police.
Yeah. You don't see conservatives doing that.
No.
So anyway, enter Wayne Cheeseman.
He's the head honcho of the police.
He's
the police commissioner.
He's the commander, yeah. Something like that.
These were being thrown at police. Bottles filled with shards of glass were being thrown at the police.
I love the dramatics of it. He just brought a box and everyone was like, okay, what the fuck's going on here? And then he just dumps all the rocks on the stage.
We won't have this shit in my city.
Yeah.
I've had enough of these fucking leftists.
Rotten fruit was being thrown at police.
The blue line had been bolstered in preparation, but tonight 2 officers are in hospital and the top brass is furious.
I have a sergeant, a female sergeant who went to to hospital with a suspected broken hand because she was kicked at. I have a member with a nasty gash on his leg.
This was the second March for Australia rally organised for the streets of Melbourne. Police say this time they didn't cause trouble.
Oh, they didn't cause trouble. See, if we believed what the lefties, the rabid lefties told us.
Even the mainstream media.
The mainstream media. They would have us believe that these rightoids came out with their racism shenanigans and caused chaos.
Because it's always the rightoids.
Yeah, they brought their hatred to the streets, and we don't take no hatred on these streets.
In Melbourne.
But this guy's calling it as it is. No, the people with Australian flags were the peaceful ones, and the lefties were fuckheads.
And this is huge, because this is coming from senior authority.
Yeah, you don't see this in Melbourne.
Someone who holds sway.
Yeah.
The people that came to pick the fight were police, were the issue-motivated groups on the left. They're cowards.
Ooh, I like this guy.
I know. I love how he has the balls to challenge the left, because you just don't see it in
You
Melbourne.
don't see it, no. And as we're about to see, we're going to see shortly, the fucking Premier, Jacinta Allan, whatever her name is. She's like basically a communist. She's like so fucking far left.
Yeah.
She comes out and she's like, oh, I think he's going a bit far. I mean, they were good boys, you know? They were okay. He's singling out a few rotten apples.
It's pathetic. She backpedals so hard. She's pandering to her lefties.
Well, I think she's also like trying to stick up for the city as well, because Victoria is fucking broke.
Yeah.
Victoria's got no money. And so if you have this image out there that the Melbourne CBD is somehow dangerous, that's bad for business.
These people are trying to build a divisive movement based on racism, and we say racism isn't welcome here.
They come on a boat to themselves. The hypocrisy in that.
The hypocrisy. Shut the fuck up. You came on a boat too, motherfucker. Like, what, 20,000 fucking years ago? Fuck off with this shit.
Yeah, wait a minute. So you're saying that these people are hypocrites because they came on a boat and invaded your land.
Yeah.
And what you're saying is you want more people coming in invading your land.
Shut the fuck up, you assholes who came on boats, and be nice to the people who are coming on boats.
Yeah.
It's quite ridiculous.
The counter rally gathered an hour earlier, marching from the State Library to State Parliament. They were ready for a face-off. But as tensions flared and protesters separated and spread out, so too did the effort to restore some calm.
Why were they burning wheelie bins? What's
I don't
the
know,
point
because
of that?
they're pricks. They just like chaos.
We're environmentalists.
Yeah.
We're here to protest dumps.
Yeah, agree with us on our issues. It's like racism, and like people who come on boats are pricks, but also people who come on boats, be nice to them. And also environmentalism, blah, blah, blah. Palestine, there's fucking Palestine flags. Didn't that shit get sorted?
I don't know. It's like they just came together and brought a mass orgy of everything they bitch about.
Well, it's like I said, that's exactly what they do. They fucking bitch about things. It wouldn't matter if everything was perfect.
Yeah.
They just like to bitch about things. Anyway, here's 10 News talking about Jacinta Allan, the Premier, sticking up for these fuckheads.
Victoria's Premier Jacinta Allan has been on the defensive today after police singled out protesters from the left for becoming violent in opposing yesterday's March for Australia rally in Melbourne. Premier Allan says it was a small number who did the wrong thing.
How's that? It was only a small number of them who were doing the violence.
Yeah, and maybe it was, but the police commissioner or fucking commander or whatever is saying that all these problems are coming from these rabid leftist dickheads.
Yeah, and for him to say that, it must be significant enough.
Yeah, but is he, I mean, are you saying that he's lying? Like, did he go and find those rocks? Is he fabricating this, or is he telling the truth?
Victoria Police Commander Wayne Cheeseman yesterday praised the behaviour of anti-mass migration protesters, but said those from the left had injured 2 officers by throwing rocks and other projectiles.
That's the thing too, isn't it? It's not that he was criticising the left, he praised the right.
Oh, yeah, they don't like that.
No.
Yeah, the right are racist.
Yeah.
Let's get more on this from Jessica Maggio, live from Melbourne this afternoon. Jess, what's been the response to yesterday's violence?
Hugh, it's really an image that has shocked a lot of Victorians, seeing that senior police officer from Victoria Police throwing rocks onto the ground out of a box and holding up a piece of concrete, all of which were hurled at officers yesterday at those violent protests.
Yeah, it shocked them because they've never heard this before. That doesn't mean to say it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's just they've been fed bullshit for so long.
Yeah, they're just so used to like the police command and the premier and all the people in charge fluffing, absolutely fluffing the left.
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
Yesterday, we saw frustration from Victoria Police, who spoke yesterday, the superintendent saying enough is enough. He called out the left in a very honest and a very open response to the incident.
I like his scowl.
Yeah.
It's a cool scowl.
He's just giving off balls vibes. Like, hard.
Yeah. And his name's Cheeseman.
Yeah. And everybody fucking loves cheese.
And about what unfolded, he said Melburnians have had a gutful and so has Victoria Police. Now today the Premier addressed the matter. Of course she condemned the actions, but she said that it was a different pattern of violence, one that hasn't been seen in the city.
That is such fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Oh, you know, it's a one-off. We've never seen this before. Ooh me, ooh my. Bullshit, lady.
Why don't you ask some of the people who have to work in the city?
Yeah.
You know, whose lives get disrupted from this shit, who have to get to work and are late all the time because of this shit.
Anyway, we haven't heard her speak yet. Let's get to Jacinta Allan.
That came as a shock to a lot of the media that were present because, as you know, we've seen these repeated violent scenes again and again every weekend. That commentary also coming as a shock to the Police Association.
It should not be repeated, but I will repeat that yes, Melbourne's CBD is safe. And I think it would be wrong and misleading to conflate the behaviour of a very small number of people yesterday who came to the city to bring violence.
Hang on a sec. When did he conflate anything?
Nothing's conflated.
He said people chucked rocks and shit at the cops and it was the fucking lefties. What did he conflate?
Nothing. It's purely
He never
factual.
said every single fucking one of them chucked rocks at the cops.
Yeah.
This lady is a fucking propaganda machine.
Very small number of people yesterday who came to the city to bring violence, and they were dealt with swiftly by Victoria Police, with the incredible number and growing number of people who come in and out of the city.
Like she's talking about the great job that the Victoria Police did. You know, the city's safe because of the great job Victoria Police did. Yeah, well, you got to kind of let them breathe, let them operate as they see fit kind of thing. And that's exactly what this Cheeseman guy's fucking doing. He said, enough's enough, I got to call this shit out. And all of a sudden you're like, you can't fucking single out these fucking bad... Fuck you, lady. And what are these fucking zippers for? What do you do with those zippers? Are your tits that lopsided?
That caught me off guard. Yeah, what is that for?
We might have differences of opinions about how long this has been going on. If it is at a point where we are seeing it now and we've woken up to it today, then you can change your mind.
So that's the Police Association guy, and he's saying, listen, the Premier's saying, oh me, oh my, there's violence all of a sudden. Where in the world did this come from? And he's saying, look, we've been calling it out for a fucking long time now.
Yeah.
Maybe not as harshly as this, but fucking hell, lady, you've acknowledged it now. Can we get on the fucking same page here?
Yeah, enough's enough. They're tired of seeing people they work with getting injured. I mean, like you said, what kind of asshole brings a bottle full of broken shards of glass to a protest?
Yeah, I've never heard of that before, bringing a bottle full of broken glass.
Premier Jacinta Allan is adamant police have the powers they need to stop this behaviour and to act to make sure that people don't inflate this kind of violence that we've been seeing in the CBD. But as you just heard from the Police Association, he's not confident that that's enough.
So Jacinta Allan's like, oh, everything's peachy.
Yeah, they've got the power. They've got the power to deal with these guys. Just don't go blaming the left too much.
Yeah,
you know?
just don't talk about who's actually doing it.
Yeah, don't make my side look bad.
Yeah,
I've got
you're
an
making us
election
look
coming
bad.
up,
Yeah,
you know? Yeah, I want to be in power again next term. You know.
So here is the fucking Cheeseman.
The Cheeseman.
The Cheeseman doing his thing.
Cheeseman.
This is what was thrown in police today, and I think Melbourne has had a gutful. I look on the social media streaming of platforms of some of these issue-motivated groups.
Some of these issue-motivated groups. So what he's saying there is, you know, it's the Palestine It's the anti-racism who are like, not really anti-racism people. They're like, we need to flood our country full of other people for some reason.
Yeah, it's the men should be allowed in women's spaces.
Yeah, isn't it funny though? He can't pinpoint which issue because it's always a different issue.
There's always something.
Yeah, it's just them bitching about something. You should just call them, it's the bitches.
Some of these issue-motivated groups, they're the same police used excessive force. The fact was, these were being thrown at police. Bottles filled with shards of glass were being thrown at the police. Rotten fruit was being thrown at police. Bins were put on fire. Flags were on fire. And I think, really enough's enough. The disruption to Melbourne, to the general public who want to come into our fine city, the disruption to businesses, we really need to find an answer of what we do. These are people who come, they're not coming to protest. I heard the Chief Commissioner talk about protesters having compassion and care for others. This is certainly not what has been displayed today.
Yeah, and it's always the fucking case, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
These people will claim they're the people of compassion, the people of empathy.
Yeah, the moral high ground.
Yeah,
group,
and they're
you know?
just
People came to pick a fight with the police. The people that came to pick the fight with police were the issue-motivated groups on the left. I can tell you that the March for Australia group, they were peaceful, they were engaging, they listened to our instructions, they did what they were told.
Oh, they're gonna hate that.
Yeah, there it is. And I hate to say it, it's going to get worse now. Because if you give the lefties a little sliver of reason to hate cops more, they will pounce on it.
Yeah.
There's going to be more violence towards cops now.
Yeah, probably. And more violence towards, like, these patriot guys. And I mean, I just don't get the fucking thinking of these fucking lefties. Like, burning like, you've got a protest where these guys have, like, Australian flags. They're patriots, etc. What do you think's going to happen when you start burning the Australian flag? Like, it's a clear message of fuck you, we're never ever going to agree. Way to change hearts and minds.
Yeah.
And they protested by example. And I'm being really strong, and I show you the rocks because I think the public need to see what the police are being targeted with.
Yeah, well, I like Wayne Cheeseman. I hope he cleans up those streets of Melbourne.
Yeah, do it, Cheeseman. They need some balls badly.
Yeah.
Look at the Premier, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, she's fucking shocking, isn't she?
And Melbourne has had a problem with a long-running line of shit premiers.
Yeah, I can't think of the last good. I mean, Dan Andrews was in power for so fucking long.
Wasn't he before this bitch?
Yeah, and don't get me started about Dan Andrews. He was fucked.
His nickname was Dictator Dan.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Visit SugarTits. She has a channel.
Yes, I do.
And we'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Recession, session. Give me better times, give me better times. Recession, session.